What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, not unsurprisingly, Marvel Studios did a major press blast this week to coincide with the Fantastic Four. They always do this where it's not enough that you're getting the new Marvel movie, but they really want to drive home just how important and big this movie is in the grand context of things. And of course, because Avengers Doomsday is the next thing up, getting new details about that amongst all of these other details about Marvel's new plan has been extremely insightful. In that, we can go ahead and throw every single plot leak that we've covered here at the channel right out the window, because with what Marvel Studios just officially shared, seems like none of them have it right. We're going to break down all the official updates, what's going on with the writer and the script, and what's going on with new scene locations revealed by none other than Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios himself. We're breaking it all down, all the new official reveals for Avengers Doomsday, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button, thanks to everyone who's been subbing lately and helped grow the channel. And if you haven't already, I would just kindly invite you to do so. It's the number one thing you can do to support us, plus it'll enter you for all the giveaways like the PS5 giveaway on Friday, and in fact we'll announce a brand new winner for the Fantastic Four tickets at the end of this. Again, all you got to do is be a sub, leave a comment if you want, stick around to the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff and announce a brand new winner there. Okay, so obviously we've done several videos here at the channel covering most of that press conference. Other channels have as well, but as far as the Avengers Doomsday official reveals, there are three major takeaways here, and it's the last one that was the major bombshell about new locations for Doomsday, which has us basically trashing all of the plot leaks. Okay, so the first major bullet point and major takeaway from this is that Kevin Feige admits and confirms what industry insiders have been saying for months, that they have not finished the script. Now, I don't really like the way he went about describing this. He called it plussing when they go in with a good script and make it great in production. We've obviously seen Marvel Studios fall down with this exact same process before. I call it movie by committee, or otherwise known as too many cooks in the kitchen, and it's not always the case that the more people you add while you're on a timeline to finish principal photography that you're actually going to end up with a better script. In some cases, like Multiverse of Madness and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, it's pretty clear the opposite happened. Still, Kevin Feige stood by this process as saying it's one of the great things about Marvel Studios and how they work. They want to get the actors and all of the creatives' opinions, and if it's a better idea, actually do it. It's a collaborative process. He stands by it and claims that it's going to make Avengers Doomsday better. So where a lot of industry insiders were trying to make it sound like drama, that there is no third act, that they don't have an ending yet, it's really just Marvel Studios choosing to go by their normal MO. This is how they make great movies. This is how they want to continue to make great movies, and to compensate for this, that's why they moved the movie 9 months to the end of 2026 instead of May. That's what leads into our next major bullet point. He confirmed they have now added Michael Waldron as one of the writers to try to finish the Avengers Doomsday script. Now, if you guys are familiar with that name, it's because he wrote Multiverse of Madness. He was tapped to write Avengers Secret Wars. He then replaced Jeff Loveness on Avengers 5 after they removed the King Dynasty title, and he also wrote Loki Season 1. This is exactly what they did during Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, where if you rewind the tape and go listen to interviews back then, they were basically circulating the scripts to all of the top executive producers and writers from the films that led into it in order to get that consensus by committee that Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige was just talking about as a collaborative process. Michael Waldron wrote some of the most important multiverse episodes of TV and movies that are out there. Multiverse of Madness, Loki Season 1, he is the guy to have on the project because you want that level of attention to detail and continuity to be there, and who better to consult than the guy who created most of that lore in the first place. So it's actually good news that they added him, and rest assured by the time it's all said and done and they're on that press junket for Avengers Secret Wars looking back at the whole production process for both movies, we're going to be surprised to hear just how many top creatives over at Marvel probably had a hand in this process, including huge directors like Ryan Coogler, and I wouldn't be surprised if Destin Daniel Cretton and Jake Schrader didn't have input as well for, again, their little corner of the universe that they helped craft. Speaking of little corners of the universe, this was the major bombshell, the third bullet point that Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige went ahead and confirmed after that major press conference, that the Avengers, our Avengers from the 616, some semblance of them, will be traveling back to the Fantastic Four original timeline in the 828 and during Avengers Doomsday. Now, number one, none of the plot leaks we've had, some of which real recently have been very obviously generated by ChatGPT, that's why we haven't been covering them here at the channel, none of them have mentioned this at all. So strike one against all those plot leaks that basically just looked at the set videos and set photos that have been leaked by Unbox PhD and then tried to craft a story on top of that. All of those can be debunked because you didn't have that detail. except for one industry insider, and I love to give credit when credit's due. I know a lot of you guys or some of the casual viewers are very skeptical as far as industry insider information and how reliable it is. Just last week, we reported at the channel from industry insider Daniel Rickman RPK that they were filming scenes on a baseball field in the 828. Again, credit where credit's due. He was the very first industry insider to point to them filming scenes there. Now, I thought that was maybe in the past set up for Doctor Doom, but now that we're hearing that some semblance of our Avengers team from the 616 are going to the 828 and are going to be in the Baxter building because, as Kevin Feige put it, it's interesting to see them in each other's homes, then I think it's real likely we're going to get some modern 828 as well. That might also help build out Doctor Doom, and I'm wondering if Doctor Doom won't be in the 828 and it's the Fantastic Four that needs to come get some of the Avengers to help. But why the Fantastic Four are headed specifically to the 616 is still unclear. We know pretty much from the leaked post-credits scene that it's likely Doctor Doom will have kidnapped Franklin Richards by the end of the film, but it's pretty unclear how and why they get any direction to contact our Avengers, our 616. We know they're coming. We saw it at the end of the Thunderbolts. We just don't know why, and that's where I think some of the details that haven't been revealed about that secret second post-credit scene that the Russos have been now confirmed to have directed for the Fantastic Four, I think that's where the major setup's going to come in. We're going to get some really awesome details, and guys, Fantastic Four in theaters less than 48 hours away. I am so excited. All of the reviews and reactions have been amazing. I'm so hyped to see Galactus. It feels like it's all coming together, and I gotta be honest, that excitement I remember from Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, I can feel it, and I know you guys can too, and it's amazing. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and give away some Fantastic Four tickets. Okay, the next winner for the Fantastic Four giveaway is B Cooper 103 for this comment here. Congratulations. Either DM me on Instagram at IamFires or email me on my business email. It's under the About section and in the description of the channel. I'll get you verified and get them right out to you guys. We'll do another round of ticket giveaways tomorrow, and we're giving away a PS5 on Friday to coincide with the movie's drop in theaters. If you want to be entered to win or for any of the other future giveaways, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced live with my voice in the winning comment shown on screen, like we did in yesterday's video, and we will continue to do so. Please be safe and vigilant, and if someone tries to contact you in the comments and tell you you've won, just report the spam to YouTube. They delete those counts very fast. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on all other platforms, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen to original music, under the name All Fires. And while I would sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, including the song you're hearing in the background now, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.